we have discussed applying clear comprehension, and going forward and returning, looking straight away, looking sideways, in bending and stretching the limbs. What else? In carrying or wearing the ropes and the bowls. That means you're wearing your item of clothing, or you're carrying your personal belonging. Yeah. So next, the Buddha says, asite, pite, kayite, saite, sampajana kari hoti. So that means in eating, in drinking, in chewing, in licking, one applies or practices clear comprehension. Yeah, so eating, drinking, chewing, licking, you can take this as a different manner of eating various kinds of food or drinks. You eat different food in different ways, right? Sometimes you bite, sometimes you chew, sometimes you lick, right? Sometimes you drink the food. Some food, liquid food, you drink. Right? That's some kind of, for example, some kind of yogurt, which is not very thick, you drink. So, lick, what do you lick? You lick honey, ice cream. So, you can't buy ice cream. Right? Unless it's straight out of the fridge, it's still hot. So different ways of eating. So it's from this instruction that we got the what we call the eating meditation. So in a retreat, eating is not a time to relax the mindfulness. Eating is not a time to let down your mindfulness and enjoy. The one time or two times in a day you can enjoy. No, it's not. It's a time of meditation, time for serious contemplation. Remember the other time we told you the story of how when the monks go on alms round, so they have these sitting halls in ancient Sri Lanka, in a village, in the villages in ancient Sri Lanka. There's a sitting hall where monks sit down to eat after they have collected the alms food. They'll go to that sitting hall and then they sit down to eat. So in the commentary it says there's not a single seat in all the sitting halls throughout the island of Sri Lanka where a monk has not attained arahantship while seated down eating. So they do so, they attain arahantship, they do so while contemplating, eating. Okay? Yeah, so eating meditation is important. Okay? Yeah. And once again, you apply the 4 kinds of clear comprehension. Yeah. The first one, sataka sampajanya. So you consider carefully, clearly, a purpose, a benefit of eating. Do you know why you eat? You eat because it's time to eat. Is it? It's time to eat, you don't eat, can or not? If you're not hungry, you eat. So you must know the purpose why you eat. What benefit do you derive from eating? And this is mentioned very often in the suttas. Okay? So And this is something that monks reflect on every day. Okay? Patisankhayoniso pindapatam patisevami. So reflecting carefully. I use alms food. Pindapatam patisevami. Nevadavaya. I use this alms food. I eat this alms food. Not for enjoyment. Not to indulge in taste. Okay? Yeah. So we don't eat in order to enjoy the taste of the food. Although most of the time this is what we do. You go to Penang, food paradise. So when you hear people discuss about food, they always talk. Most often they talk about the good taste. Penang people know where to find the best char kway teow, the best laksa, the best whatever you ask them, they know. As a monk, in Penang, you get all the good hawker's food. Eat until your cholesterol go very high. So we eat not to indulge in taste. So this is not to say that taste is not important. Sometimes our body tells us that it needs something, it needs certain nutrition by making us crave for certain food. For example, sometimes you'll be surprised, you crave for salty food, right? So at that time, that means the body needs salt, not enough salt. It's telling you, that's why it makes you crave for salt. So sometimes you may crave for sweet things. That could mean that your body is lacking in energy. But this one you have to be careful. You have to be very mindful. It tells you, yes, so go and eat sweet things. There's not enough energy. You need to get some sugar. But as you eat, it also tells you that you have had enough already. But usually, once you start indulging in the sweet food, you stop paying attention and then you just eat and eat and eat non-stop. Even though the body is telling you, enough already. The body will tell you. It'll make you feel distaste for the sweet after a while. You eat too much. You feel, I don't know what it's called in English, but we colloquially we say you feel jala with the food. You feel that you cannot take anymore. It's like it makes you want to puke when you eat it, right? Your body tells you to stop. But if you are not mindful, you don't listen, then you keep eating. After a while, you eat too much, then you get health problem. So you pay attention to what the body tells you, then you know. So when you eat, because the body needs it, then there's not indulging. Okay? You know when to stop. And if you are mindful, you know when to stop. Okay? You don't indulge excessively. So nevadavaya, not for enjoyment. Okay? Nevadavaya also means not to play. Like children play with their food. When you are small, you play with your food. Your parents say, "Stop playing with your food." Right? So this also, in a way, it means that you must respect the food. It's not easy to, as an adult, you don't take this food for granted because you work very hard for it. And you go outside, you have to work, earn money to buy this food. And not only that, yes, you buy, but a lot of people also put in effort to prepare the food, right? All the farmers, they put in a lot of food, a lot of hard work in order to grow this food. All the cooks, they put in a lot of work to prepare the food. So you eat with appreciation of this food. Have some respect for it. Don't play with it. So Nivadavaya, Namadaya, not for, you eat this food not for obsession, becoming obsessed or intoxicated with strength. Okay? Some people eat because of this. I want to be the most powerful person in the world, so they eat and eat to get the strength. So, of course, we need some strength, right? But not to be obsessed with it. To the extent that this is the only purpose you eat. So, namadaya, not for obsession with strength. Then what else? Namandanaya, not for smartening up the body, not to fatten the body, to make it plump and good looking. Some people eat because of this, right? So this is not the proper objective of eating. Navibhusanaya, not for beautifying, adorning. This means to make the complexion looks very good. So some people eat food because of this. Oh, I must eat this food. It makes my skin looks very nice, very smooth, very beautiful, bright, shining. Not for this reason. Okay. Then what else? Yavadeva imasakaya satitiya yapanaya. Okay? So, but we eat only for the purpose of sustenance and maintenance of this body. Okay? We eat in order to sustain and maintain this body. By eating the food, we get the nourishment, the nutrients from the food that will help us to sustain and maintain this body. Okay? Keep it in good shape, good condition. Okay? Keep it healthy. That's the purpose we eat. Okay? Vihim suparatiya, for the purpose of ending of oppression. Oppression, it means oppression by hunger. Okay? So food is like a medicine that helps us to heal the disease of hunger. Okay? And also various other diseases also. Sometimes you hear people say food is medicine. So you eat the right kind of food, you can actually heal your body from various diseases. So, but that will come under Sappaya Sampajanya, clear comprehension and suitability. We'll talk about later. The next one is important. Brahmacharya Nugahaya, for assisting with the holy life, with the spiritual life. Okay, that means you eat in order to support your practice. Right? So in order to practice, first of all, you must have enough bodily strength. Right? So where do you get your bodily strength from? From the food that you eat. So you must eat enough in order to get enough strength. Okay. Yeah. Then also, in order to practice, your body must be in good health. You may have enough strength, but your body is not in good health. You'll be an obstacle, hindering you in your practice. Yeah, you meditate a while, then here pain, there pain. So the body gets in the way when you're not in good health. So therefore you must eat in order to get enough nourishment for the body to keep it in good health, good shape, good condition. And iti puranancha vedanam patihankami navancha vedanam na upadesami. So you eat thinking with a thought, in this way I will dispel all feeling and not give rise to new feeling. So what does it mean? This means you eat in order to dispel the all feeling of hunger. So when you're hungry, you eat. So once you eat, you get rid of that feeling of hunger. That's the all feeling of hunger. But you also eat in order not to give rise to new feeling of overeating. So that means moderate eating. Eat just the right amount. Okay, not too little. You eat too little, you cannot dispel the all feeling of hunger. So therefore, the Buddha here is telling you, you must eat enough, as much as some yogis feel like not eating. Yes, you come to certain stages of your practice, you will feel like you don't want to eat. Food is very loathsome, very disgusting, very troublesome to eat. But as much as you would like to eat little, but the Buddha says you must eat enough in order to dispel this all feeling of hunger. But you must not eat too much also. Then you overeat, you feel lethargic, drowsy, heavy. So that will also get in the way of your practice. What else? Yatra chame bhavisati. In order that there will be maintenance of life for me. So you eat, you get the nourishment, it maintains your body, it maintains your life. So you eat in order to keep alive. You don't eat, after a while you fall sick. And then you may even die of starvation. So therefore you have to eat in order to maintain the life. You want to continue to practice, you must be alive to practice. So therefore you have to eat. And then there will be blamelessness. So blamelessness means the food that you eat, you acquire in the right way. Okay, you don't go and rob the food from other people. So in the case of monks, there are certain proper ways in which we obtain the food. Okay, so nobody offer you dana, you have to take your bowl. Early morning, you have to walk for arms round. That's a proper way to obtain the food. Okay? And you cannot, unless the lay people give you an invitation to ask for food. So you cannot go and approach them and say, give me this, give me that. So you cannot hint to them. I need to eat one, you cannot even give such a hint. So obtaining food in this way is not proper. Okay, so I must obtain food in a way that is proper. It's called blamelessness. Okay, and then there will also be when you eat, there will also be pasuviharo, abiding in comfort. Okay, that means abiding in good health. When you are in good health, your body feels comfortable. Okay? So you eat for this reason. Okay? Yeah. So this is called reflecting in this way. It is called sataka sampajanya, clear comprehension of the purpose and the benefit of eating of food. Okay. That's why yogi, before you start eating, whether you're in retreat or outside a retreat, also is a good practice to reflect on the purpose of food. Best if you can memorize the Pali, Patisankayoni, so Pindapatam Padisewa, Minewa Dawaya, Namadaya, and so on. But the Pali also you must know the meaning. The more important is the meaning. Okay, you must reflect on this meaning, why you eat food. Yeah, so reflecting in this way is called sataka sampajana. You're clearly aware in your mind why you eat this food. What is the purpose you eat this food? So you don't eat for the wrong reason. So you reflect in this way, then you eat with noting, without indulging in the food. You remember to note. So you eat for the wrong reason, you indulge in the taste, you forget about mindfulness. Okay? Then of course, it's also a good practice that before you eat, besides reflecting on the purpose of food, also to appreciate the donors and also the volunteers who help to prepare the food. That is more during the retreat. So those who have helped to donate and also to prepare the food. And no doubt when you come for a retreat, you have to pay also for your food. But still, there are people who have put in a lot of effort in order to not only prepare the food, there are also people who have worked hard in order to set up all the facilities, the infrastructure in the meditation center, so that you are able to come to the center in order to practice without any trouble. Imagine you have to set up your own place in order to practice. So you'll not be able to meditate in peace. Right? Because there will always be a lot of things to do. That's why they say if you set up a meditation center, you better don't meditate there. Because if you meditate there, you'll be distracted. Other yogis will come to you when they have any problem. So you have to find another place to meditate. So it's good as yogi to think about all these donors and the volunteers who has helped to set up this environment for meditation, and then to send them metta, thought of loving kindness. Wish them and their family well, happy and peaceful always. So this is called katanyutta, gratefulness, which is one of the mangala, one of the blessings. And next is sappaya sampajanya, clear comprehension, suitability. So you clear mind, you consider clearly, carefully, suitability of food. Okay. So in the case of suitability of food, we cannot say that generally this food is suitable for this, but this food is suitable, this food is not suitable, because different food are suitable or not suitable to different people. Okay, so some food may be suitable for you, may not be suitable for another person. Okay, so to know what is suitable, what food is suitable or not suitable, yogi must be mindful of their own body, aware of your own body. So, because your body will tell you, will give you all the signals. So certain food when you eat, after you've eaten, you feel comfortable, you feel at ease, you feel healthy. This is suitable food for you. Okay? So other food, after you've eaten, you feel uncomfortable, you feel ill at ease, you feel unhealthy. Then so those food are unsuitable for you. Okay? So you have to watch your own body. The body will tell you. Okay? But the suitability can change, changes with conditions. So at one time it may be suitable, and another time it may be unsuitable. In one place it may be suitable, you go to another place it may not be suitable. So, for example, in a cold weather, when the weather is cold, then heaty food suitable, right? Cooling food are not so suitable, unsuitable, right? And vice versa. When the weather is very hot, then heaty food is not so suitable. Cooling food will become more suitable. So Chinese always say, weather is hot, 凉茶, drink cooling herbs, cooling herbal tea. So, but you don't drink it when the weather is very hot. Very cold. Weather is very cold. You go and drink 凉茶. Body become even cooler. May fall sick. So similarly, the type of body. So if you have a person cool body, so that means naturally your body is cool. You don't have to do anything, it's cool. So your body is naturally cool body, then you have to take a lot of heaty food in order to balance, especially in cold weather. So on the other hand, if your body is a naturally warm body, then you have to drink, you have to take a lot of cooling food, drink a lot of 凉茶 in order to cool down. If you are a cool body, don't drink a lot of 凉茶. So like me, my body is naturally cool. So last night I do not know. So devotees offer, Chinese tradition always like to must drink a lot of herbal tea to cool the body, right? The devotees offer a lot. I find that I'm always falling sick. Then later I realized my body is a cool body. So I stopped taking all this cooling tea. Instead, I drink ginger drink. Nowadays, every day I take. So it balances out. So I don't fall sick so often compared to last time. So you must know what is suitable on the body. So to know, you have to be mindful of your body. That's why Kaya Nupassana can be very helpful. Continuously, your attention is on the body. After a while, also you start to learn all the signals that the body is trying to tell you. But of course, these are still concept. You're interpreting the signal. This concept. Okay? You're really meditating in a moment. Whatever signal, you just note. But in your daily life, also a retreat, because you have this habit of watching the body, then you can come to have a lot of understanding about your body. So feeling the body, whether the body is comfortable or uncomfortable, after taking certain food, that's one way to know whether the food is suitable or not. Okay? But now we can also consider, you have to also consider your medical condition. Right? So like you have high cholesterol, then you have to avoid certain food and take certain other kind of food. Similarly, if you have high blood pressure or your blood sugar level is very high, so you must avoid certain food that is not suitable and then eat certain food that are suitable. So this one will come with knowledge. You have to read up in order to find out what food is suitable, not suitable, according to your condition, or discuss with your doctor. So you must know this also. Also, what else? Moderation in food is suitable. Immoderation is not suitable. Immoderation means either you eat too much, right? You eat too much, then your body becomes very heavy, your mind becomes drowsy, lethargic. You cannot meditate. Your mind becomes dull and sleepy, so cannot meditate. Okay? Immoderation also means eating too little. So you eat too little, you don't get enough energy from the food, you become weak, not enough strength to practice. Also, you do not get enough nutrition from your food. After a while, you become sickly. So you fall sick very easily. Then this also becomes an obstacle to your practice. So you must eat just the right amount, not too much, not too little. How much is enough? It depends on your body. What is enough for one person may not be enough for another person. So again, you have to ask your body. Your body will tell you. So when you have taken enough, your body will send you signal. You will feel some sensation in the stomach. Or you feel satiated, then it's enough. When it's still not enough, you feel the urge to eat more. Okay? But you have to be very careful whether the urge comes from defilements or not. Sometimes it's because, this one very nice, eat some more. Now you must be aware of that signal also. And don't act on it. So you eat moderately, just enough for your body. Then you feel comfortable, you feel at ease. If your body gets enough nutrition, so you keep the body in good condition, good health, then you can practice properly. Next one is Gochara Sampajanya, clear comprehension of domain. So as you already know by now, this means keeping within the domain or satipatthana, noting continuously while you are in the process of eating. So when you eat, you have to note continuously. As we said, this is not the time to let down the mindfulness, to indulge in food. It's the time of meditation. So when you sit down, you see the food, you have to note seeing. So when the intention arises, you want to take the food, there must note intention. When the arms stretches out to take, you must note stretching, or reaching. And it takes the food, you must note taking, or scooping. So when you bring the food near, you must note bringing. So before every action, there's also intention. You must also note the intention. Okay? Intention to stretch, then the stretching. Intention to take, taking. Intention to bring, and bringing. Okay? So, and it's not just one intention, one movement. If you slow down and you observe carefully, you notice there's a series of intention, a series of movement, one after another. Okay? So when you bring, you must not bringing. So when it's near enough, you will notice that the head will start to move closer to the food, to bring the mouth closer. You must note that also. If your mind is really clear, you will even catch the impulse to move the head. So then when the mouth starts to open, you must not opening. When you put it in, put the food into the mouth, must not putting in. When you then the mouth closes, you must not closing. When you remove the spoon, you must not removing. So every little minute activity must be noted. You start to chew, must not chewing. So as you chew, you notice many things. The jaw going up and down, up and down, sometimes sideways, left, right. So as it moves, you feel all this sensation of tightness, relaxing. So as the jaw, it closes, it becomes tight. As it opens, it relaxes, it becomes loose, right? So as it moves side to side also, you can feel this tightness and relaxing. So all this must be noted. And then as the jaw is moving, then the teeth also is pulverizing the food, grinding it, right? So then you feel other sensation, a sensation of hardness, for example. As the teeth keeps pulverizing the food, keeps grinding it, you feel the hardness. Then as you, after you bite down, and then when you want to release, sometimes you feel like the food is sticky. So you feel that you might need to exert a little bit more effort in order to open the mouth. Because the food in between the teeth is like a glue, especially when it becomes sticky, mixed with saliva, it becomes like a glue holding the teeth together. Then you have to exert a little bit more effort in order to pry the jaw apart. You notice this? So if you observe carefully, you can notice all these things. The jaw, the teeth, And the tongue. The tongue is, the tongue is very busy when you eat. It's probably the most busy among everything in the mouth. It's continuously, the tongue is working to collect all the food together and then push it towards the teeth to be chewed. Okay? And then as the teeth chew, the food gets scattered, the tongue will collect it again and then push it back to the teeth again and again. It will collect and push it back to the teeth. So it's doing a lot of work. It's very busy. The tongue is very busy. So if you note carefully, you will notice this. All this little movement of the tongue and the intention that is involved to move the tongue. And then as you're chewing the food, you'll also notice how the food slowly gets broken down into smaller and smaller pieces, and then how they slowly get mixed up with the saliva. It gets thicker and thicker, more and more wet and moist. So as it gets more and more wet and moist, the taste becomes enhanced. And then as you start chewing the food, as it gets broken down into smaller and smaller pieces, then you notice one more thing. The tongue is slowly pushing the food little by little to the back of the mouth to be swallowed down. So one yogi was surprised. She said she always think that you eat one morsel of food means you chew until all the entire morsel is completely chewed and then you swallow the entire morsel. But when she slowed down and she note carefully, she notices to her surprise that you don't chew the entire morsel in one go. You swallow it bit by bit. As the food gets broken down into smaller and smaller pieces, you start swallowing it a little bit at a time. The tongue starts to collect a little bit at a time and then push it back in order to be swallowed. Even as the teeth continuously chewing on the remainder of the food. So when you finally finish chewing the food, what remains is probably just about 50% of the morsel of food. And then you swallow that entirely. Yes. And as the tongue swallow bit by bit, as it draws the wetness of the food, the liquid, it suck it in and swallow it down. And then you also notice the taste of the food starts to diminish. It becomes very bland after a while. So you indulge in taste, then the taste also disappears. So, and then when you swallow also, you can feel the constriction at the back of the mouth and then the throat. And then sometimes you can feel the food pushing down. Especially if the food is very hot or very cool, you can feel the temperature. As it flows down, you can feel the food as it enters into the stomach. So noting continuously like this is Gochara Sampajana, keeping within the domain of Satipatthana. You're noting continuously. Even long after you have finished eating, sometimes yogi can still feel the food in the stomach churning, moving. If you eat hot chili, you can feel it long after that. So nothing like this. That's called Gochara Sampajanya. Noting continuously. within the domain of Satipatthana. And asamoha sampajanya, clear comprehension and non-delusion. This means the discernment, clear knowledge that arises due to continuous noting. So the yogi realizes, as he notes continuously, he realizes there's nobody here, no person here who is taking the food, who is eating, who is chewing, who is swallowing the food. But rather there's just mental and physical processes going on continuously. There's a series of impulses giving rise to a series of wind movement. Nature of wind element that give rise to movement. Okay? So there's this impulsion movement, which is called this process, the mental physical process that is called taking the food, eating, chewing, swallowing. So there's no person here, just a mental physical process. Yeah. So with eating, it's not just a wind element. Okay? So the wind element is involved in all the movement of the jaws, the tongue, the swallowing, and so on. But also there's the earth element, like the hardness that you feel as you bite on the food, as you chew it. The texture of the food also, rough, smooth, so hard and soft. These are also the earth element. Okay? The temperature of the food is a fire element, hot or cold food. Okay? The water element also, the wetness, the moisture, the feeling of suction. Sometimes as you try to pry open the teeth. So these are all water elements. So if you note continuously, you notice there's just element, just mental, physical nature going on continuously. There's no person here who is eating. Okay? So realizing in this way, this discerning in this way, this is called asamoha sampajanya, clear comprehension, non-delusion. Okay? You are not deluded at all about the true nature of this process of eating. Okay. So now, after you have eaten, let's say after a few hours, and then what happened? Where do you go? You go and visit a very special room. You visit a toilet. Yeah, in Burma it's called Inda. Toilet is called Inda. It's called, if I remember correctly, the Burmese told me before. Inda means something like a room of comfort or something like that. You go there to feel comfortable. So after a few hours of eating, you need to visit the toilet. So next in the instruction, the Buddha says, Uchara pasava kame sampajana kari hoti. So that means in defecating and in urinating, you apply clear comprehension. So it's a spiritual practice of Satipatthana. You do not just practice it in clean, holy places. So a true spiritual practice is about the mind, and the mind is with us all the time. So therefore, spiritual practice should be carried out everywhere, even in places that are considered dirty or unholy, like a toilet. Yes, you see, even in holy places, there are toilets, right? You can't tell me there's no toilet in a temple. You go to, let's say, Bodh Gaya, place of enlightenment of the Buddha. There's no toilet in Bodh Gaya? Sure, there is, right? So even when you go to holy places, you also have to go to such dirty places. So you have to practice there. Okay? Enlightenment can happen anytime, anywhere, in any place. So, and it can happen while noting any mental or physical activities, including the act of defecating and urinating. Therefore, noting must be carried out, regardless of the time, the place, or the activity. Okay, so all time, all place, at all times, at all places, in all activities, it is an opportunity to gain spiritual insight. You can even attain enlightenment. So therefore, even when in the toilet, nothing must go on. So therefore, the Buddha gave this instruction. So here in this case, Sattaka Sampajanya is very straightforward. Clear comprehension. Why you need to go to the toilet? It's very straightforward. So if when the time comes to go, nature's call, so you need to go. But if you do not go, you hold it in. What happened? You feel very uncomfortable. Your body may even start to perspire. Your eyes will reel, your mind becomes very disturbed. Sharp pain will arise. Right? So, can you meditate like this? It's very difficult. So you need to go. It's as simple as this. That's the purpose. Clear comprehension of purpose, the need to benefit, to relieve yourself. Right? So even in the middle of sitting and walking, if nature's call, emergency, you need to go. So that's called Sattaka Sampajanya. Clear comprehension of the purpose, the need. Then Sappaya Sampajanya, clear comprehension of suitability. In this case, it means you must consider where you do your business. You must do it in a proper place, in a proper covered toilet. So nowadays we are fortunate. Most places that we go to, there are proper toilets available. But what if there's no toilet available? Let's say in the middle of a jungle. Sometimes when we go hiking, then there's a need. In the middle of the jungle trail. Or when you go to India, those of you who went for pilgrimage, you know. Very difficult to find toilet in India. Sometimes they say the whole of India is a toilet. So, because people do their business everywhere. So if there's no toilet available, what do you do? Then you must find a place, a sheltered place where nobody can see. So go behind some trees or behind some rocks and so on. Remember last time when we go pilgrimage, the ladies, they have to take the straw mat. Then they have to walk very far into the fields and find somewhere they can hide behind. And then they take the straw mat and cover around. And then they do their business. So, so if there's no toilet available, and then that's what you have to do. Okay? So in the sub-commentary, I think, it tells us something that we should pay attention to. It says that in fields that are occupied or frequented by humans and places occupied or frequented by devas and devas sanctuaries. So place frequented by devas will be like if you go to forests, there's sometimes you see these large trees in the forest. Most likely some devas live in those trees. There's a Ruka Deva, tree dwelling devas. Okay? Yeah. Sometimes they also live in certain plants, flowers. Yeah. In the Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha mentioned they live in certain spirits, devas. They live in some certain kind of flowers. Okay. So deva sanctuaries will be like shrines that people have set up to worship certain devas. Okay. So according to the commentary here, such places are not proper. So it says angry men and spirits cause even death to those who defecate or urinate in such places. So you can try, you go to your neighbor's house and you defecate or urinate on his porch. Panglu boswa. So he come and quarrel with you. If he's a very violent person, you bring his parang and you better run for your life. If human can do this, it says deva also can do this. So devas can harm you even more if they want to. So in such places, you better be careful. So yeah, that's why when we were young, the old people always tell us, so when you go outside, you cannot find toilet, you want to do your business, what do they tell you? They say the pai pai, right? 4 directions. Yes, so when you go in forest, so don't do your business in not just trees, find a clearings to do your business. Okay, so yeah, so this is something that we should be aware of. So especially when you go into the forest. So further it says, by using such places for cleansing the waste of the body, bhikkhus and bhikkhunis become guilty of disciplinary offenses, Vinaya offenses. Because according to the Vinaya, there is certain ways and certain places where the bhikkhus or the bhikkhunis do their business. Okay, if you don't do it in that proper way, or you don't do it in a proper place, then you incur a Vinaya offense. Okay? Then if you have an offense, you don't clear the offense, it becomes an obstacle in meditation. Okay? So this is Sappaya Sampajanya, clear comprehension of what is suitable. Okay? Then Gochara Sampajanya, clear comprehension of domain, simply means you do your business with nothing. Okay? So when you enter the toilet, as we always say, don't leave your mindfulness outside the door. And bring it with you inside. You note continuously. Okay? So this is called Gochara Sampajanya, keeping within the domain. And Asamoha Sampajanya, this is the clear discernment that occur due to continuous noting. When the yogi realizes that there is no person here that is urinating or defecating. That's just a mental, physical processes going on. Due to the intention arises, then the wind element occur, expel the waste from the body. Sometimes the intention may not arise because the wind element becomes too strong. Then you get diarrhea. Even without intention also, it occurs. The wind element too strong, it just pushes it out. So if you are noting, you can realize this also. So there's no person here, no being, just a natural mental physical process. Okay, we stop here today. Oh yeah, so many people drawing on the screen. Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipatiya Buddham Pujemi. Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipatiya Dhammam Pujemi. Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipatiya Sangham Pujemi. Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipatiya Mata Pitunam Pujemi. Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipatiya Acharyanam Pujemi. Adha imaya Patipadaya Jaram Maranamha Parimochisami. Idame punyam Asawakaya Waham Hotu. Idame punyam Nippanasa Pacayo Hotu. Idame silam Magaphalanyanasa Pacayo Hotu. Imam no Punya Bhagam Sabbasatanam Dema. Imam no Punya Bhagam Sabbasatanam Dema. Imam no Punya Bhagam Sabbasatanam Dema. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So may all of you be well, happy and peaceful always. And may you always be healthy, be safe, be strong. May all of you be able to practice the Dhamma continuously without any obstacle, without any trouble. Soon may you all be able to realize, experience the unconditioned peace of Nibbana through your practice of Dhamma.